And good afternoon, everyone. This is the first postgame press conference of the 2021 Air Force Reserve Big West Basketball Championships presented by Hawaiian Islands. After our first semifinal game between UC Davis, which is our top seed, and Cal State Fullerton, our number 9 seed, Davis advances to the semifinals with a 61-54 win. This marks the 6th straight year that the Aggies will make a semifinal appearance. It should be 7, but unfortunately, due to the coronavirus pandemic, the 2020 tournament was wiped out. As you can see, our video subjects are here at the table. Head coach Jennifer Gross, along with student athlete senior forward Sierra Hall. Sierra, as many of you know, was our player of the year this year. Coach Gross was our co-coach of the year as well. What we're going to do is open it up first with a statement from Coach Gross, and then we'll open it up for questions for Sierra only, and then we'll open up for questions for both. If you do have a question, I ask that you put the word question in the chat box, and then unmute your line. You will appear in front of them on our screen that we have here. They will be able to see you. Speak clearly into your microphone or whatever you have, and you can ask away and then mute yourself afterwards. So, Coach, when you're ready, go right ahead.
Thanks, Chris. Well, first of all, I just want to say we're just really happy to be here at this great venue and excited to be playing in March Madness. I really want to take a second to congratulate Cal State Fullerton and Coach Harada. Gosh, what a tremendous job they've done this year with so much adversity, so many injuries, and to be playing well late in the year. Their kids were playing so hard. Also want to compliment Joy Krupa. She had such an unbelievable second half and really did a tremendous job to keep it tight. So congratulations to Cal State Fullerton on their season, and I'm just excited to be advancing. I've coached in this conference now long enough to know that every game is a battle, and there's such great coaching in our conference. And this time of year in particular, everybody just plays so hard and really wants to advance. And so I was really proud of our team and the student athlete sitting next to me for really getting us going today. We had to overcome some adversity too today. Things didn't always go our way, but we found a way to get it done, and we're excited to be playing on Friday.
We'll open up now for questions for Sierra. Remember to type the word question into the chat box. You'll also identify yourself and your organization. Sierra, we'll start first real quick. You had 20 and 10 today. You were your team's only double-figure scorer and double-figure rebounder. You also played 37 minutes. Was that what you expected coming into this game, or did you think that Fullerton would maybe have be a little more tired after playing yesterday, 24 hours? What was your mindset coming into today?
I mean, you never know really what to expect when you get to March. No, I definitely, Fullerton was a great opponent, and we definitely took them very seriously. So, I was just prepared to come out here and do whatever my team needed. And, if that's 30 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, it's really just whatever we need to do to win. I'm willing to do. And so, it was just a great game, and I'm really excited to be able to continue and keep playing on Friday.
This is only your 13th game of the season. If someone had told you get to the tournament, there's only a game 13, and you still be the top seed and going on to the semifinals, would you have believed them?
It depends on what part of the season you tell me. At the beginning of the season, I was more worried that we weren't going to have one, and that the coronavirus was going to really just get rid of our season altogether. But I'm just so ecstatic to be playing this game I love, with my family. So I'm just really happy to be here.
With all the sacrifices involved to get to this point for your team, how does it feel to be able to be here with your team in Vegas and playing for a Big West championship potentially?
Honestly, it's pretty indescribable. Like, this is something that every year, I'll never forget. The seniors that go on, I still talk to them constantly, and to be a senior now myself, I love this game. I love my coaches. I love this family that I have here at Davis, and to be able to play the game I love with them is just an indescribable feeling.
Coach, with this being your 6th straight semifinal appearance, 7 potentially with after the cancellation of last year, is it the expectation to get this far, or is it every year starts anew and wherever you end up, you end up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we set high goals for ourselves every year. I think our players, have high expectations, but it's not something that we talk about from day one. It's something that we harp on all the time is that it's really about enjoying the journey. And when you focus so much on the outcomes, it doesn't usually work out the way you want. And so for us, we've really tried to keep the perspective this year, in terms of, hey, we get to practice today. This is unbelievable, Now we get to compete. This is awesome. So although our players are competitive and they're highly motivated, our goal is to just get better every single day. Our goal is to just keep improving. With only 13 games under our belts, we feel like we haven't even, there's still room for growth. And so we're going to go back and watch film today and say, hey, where can we get better? How can we be better on Friday? And I love that our players are bought into that, and they want to keep that improvement. And then, hopefully we just prepare as best we can and we play as hard as we can and, see what happens.
So as we asked Sierra, this is game 13 for you. How important is it to have players like Sierra, Sage, Mackenzie, with all the difficulties of this season and now getting to this point?
Oh, it was huge. It was huge. I don't know how we would have done it without a veteran leadership group. And I mean, this leadership group is maybe one of the best we've ever had. So to just be able to find a way to, one, to find the joy every day in competing, and then to bring that drive to practice when, we don't play, we didn't play for the last month and a half, and we're still just playing against each other, and we're still just scrimmaging against each other. That gets hard. But they rallied this group and just kept our focus and said, hey, let's just get better today. That might look different than it usually looks, but that's okay. And then when we did get the opportunity to play, I think they were ready. Our leaders were ready. They set the tone. There weren't like a lot of jitters to get out. They just were excited to be competing and kind of ready to showcase what we had worked on for so long.
Are you used to the kind of efforts that Sierra gives you now, or are you just continually surprised with how much she gives the team a night in and night out?
Yeah, I mean, I think the word is grateful. I'm not surprised because I'm around her every day and I see what she's capable of doing. But it has really been fun to witness her growth over the last 4 years. I tell a lot of people this, but Sierra's freshman year, I mean, we won 28 games. We had one of the best teams that we've ever had at UC Davis. And if you would have told me that a freshman would have come in and carved out a 20-minute really integral role on that team, it would have been hard for me to believe. But that's who CC is. She's always going to find a way to help the team. And sometimes that looks different than others. Sometimes that's going to be just grabbing boards and playing great defense. And this year, we've really relied on her to get us going offensively. And there's been plenty of games this year where she hits that big three to just kind of say, okay, here we go. Everybody else kind of feeds off that positive energy. So, surprised, no. Thankful and excited for her and the growth that she's shown and just the career that she's having. I'm really excited about that, and she's so deserving.
Sierra, we didn't get a chance to ask you this, but how surprised were you when you won Player of the Year, and what did that mean to you? And especially now, after the disappointment of last year and the way that season ended with the pandemic, coming back being Player of the Year and leading this team now to another semifinal appearance.
I was very surprised, to be honest. Like, even at the beginning of the year, I called my mom on the phone right after I won, and she was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, I would have never thought." And I was like, honestly, like, me neither, But it was just like, I'm very thankful, for the recognition. I just, put myself out there to play the game that I love, and and I really appreciate the recognition.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck at the semifinals on Friday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.